I was asked a lot about new node projects, and I've been reaching out to several different teams. I have a new one to show you today. But before I do that, I have a quick question. I want to know what phone you use for crypto. Are you using an Android phone like this one, or are you using an iPhone like this one? What phone do you prefer for crypto? Is it an Android phone or is it an iPhone? Techtober is around the corner and I have to upgrade my phone. Just trying to figure out what the best move is. In this video, I'm going to try to make it brief. I'm going to let you know who's involved, who's backing it. I'm going to let you know the node sale details and the whitelist if you want to get ahead of this one. This project is called Sonic. It's a layer 2 project on the Solana blockchain. If you've been following me for the last little bit, you know I'm interested in Solana, and I'm mostly interested because a lot of development is happening on that blockchain for AI, DePIN, and gaming. And this project is focused heavily on gaming. This is a fair launch project, so everyone has the opportunity to buy in at the same time. Sonic has actually been out for a while now. They've been in testnet and they've been encouraging a lot of people to use the testnet. There is also a fund available to help accelerate their development behind it. Parties that are interested in developing for Sonic have access to a $20 million grant program. So they have a big push for development. They're funding it, and that is definitely going to help spawn some growth. So more about the project, let's take a look at some of the features that they have over here. The transaction speed is going to matter a lot, especially for gaming. So that's one of the major selling points for it. And this is going to be powered by the Solana virtual machine. So that's what's going to be built onto this layer 2. Go down a little bit over here. So they're going to be talking about executing transactions on Sonic without redeploying on Solana. And this is going to also benefit you from Solana's layer 1 services and liquidity. The liquidity is a big part. There's a lot of money that's being exchanged on Solana. Then we also have write for EVM and execute on SVM. If you want to deploy on more than one network, and you're going to be using the Ethereum, you're going to also be able to execute the same thing on the Solana SVM. And that's going to be one of the bigger advantages of the hypergrid. One of the other major selling points is the composable gaming primitives and sandbox environments. This is going to allow developers to transition easily, and then monetizing the infrastructure. I also want to talk about the partners, because some of the partners are fairly big. One of the major ones that stick out to me is going to be OKX. The reason why I'm mentioning OKX is because that's one of the main exchanges that they're going to have their listing on. All right, now I also had mentioned that Sonic has actually been around for a bit. They already have their testnet up and running. To join their testnet, what you want to do is connect your OKX wallet. OKX has a built-in wallet for Chrome, so you can go ahead and connect with that. And we can click on Get Started, and then they have a lot of tasks that you can do. So if you're not really sure about the node project and you still want to earn because you're interested in it, they have a lot of different tasks that you can sign up for. So I had mentioned how OKX is one of their largest partners. OKX is already involved with this project and they're promoting it. Scroll down a little bit over here, and they have a campaign right now where they have 1 million rings and more up for grabs. There's going to be lots of different rewards available. They have NFTs over here that you can mint right away. They're for free. And they have several different games and NFTs available, including lotteries that they're going to be doing over the next period of time. This is all going to help for promoting the project itself. Okay, so let's talk about the node sale. So the node sale is going to have 20 tiers for 50,000 nodes. 50,000 nodes is a lot of nodes, and I really don't think they're going to sell anywhere near that much, but there's a good possibility that they'll sell 50% of it. Put all the information together, and I posted it on my blog. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down a little bit over here. You can see that there's 50,000 nodes available, 20 tiers. Tier 1 is a fair launch raffle. So once you've added yourself onto the whitelist, they're going to raffle it off. If your wallet address gets picked, you're going to be able to buy in tier 1. And then everybody else who is in the whitelist will have access to tiers 2 to 8. And then when the public sale happens, which is going to be a little bit later, that will be access to whatever is available. Some key dates to know is that the raffle will take place for tier 1, and that's going to be on September 16th. And then the rest of the white sale will happen on September 18th. The following day, which is going to be September 19th, that's when the public sale starts, and that's when everybody has access. And then they're expecting at the end of September to have the mainnet launch. And once the mainnet launch is complete, then they're going to have their token generation event sometime in October. They haven't announced that yet. And then the OKX listing. This is going to be big. This is the listing that's going to happen in October. If you're following me on Twitter, I'll make sure I link that down below. I will post this listing date when I have that available to me. So if you're going to be purchasing any one of these nodes, you're going to be able to do so with Solana, USDT, or USDC. This is all going to be done on the Solana network. And over here, you can see that we have a listing of different tiers available. So the first tier is going to be $155. And then the second tier will be 166, and it's going to go up from there all the way to tier 8. The maximum amount for the whitelist tiers is going to be $248. One thing that I definitely noticed about the prices of these nodes, they've come down substantially. If you've watched some of my videos when I purchased some nodes at the beginning of the year for AI and gaming, they were close to $800 to sometimes up to $2,000. This one is starting at $155. And if you're in the whitelist, the maximum price is $248. So it's come down significantly. I think it's because of where we are in the market right now. Here's some information on hosting it. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be purchasing this NFT. So it's a Hyperfuse Guardian node NFT. So the NFT is going to be transferred to your wallet. This is a license to host the node. And you can see that the minimum requirements for this node to host it is actually going to be very low. The minimum requirements for this node is going to be 8 gigs of RAM, 1 CPU core, and 1 gig of hard disk space. So the requirements are fairly low, but you have to remember that you have to have your computer on typically at least 20 hours. 24 hours is going to be the best. You're going to want to have also a really good internet connection. I'm going to be reaching out to Node Orbit to see if they'll be hosting this node. And if they are, I'll be linking that down in the description below. Now here is the whitelist section. So this is what it's going to look like when you click on the link. You can see I have my code over here, which is going to give you a 10% discount. And then the date that we have listed down below is going to be September 18th. So we just have to click on the link right over here. It's going to want to connect to your wallet. I'm using Stolfair. You can go ahead and click on that. It's going to connect to my wallet and it's going to authorize. And once it's authorized, you get this notification. Congratulations, you're set. So now you've been added to the whitelist. So I think this is a good opportunity to get into a node project if you want to accumulate the tokens. Nodes and mining, I think, are the best way to dollar cost average into a project. So if it's a project that you're interested in or a project that you believe is going to grow, this is an excellent way to accumulate over time. So there you have it. That is the Sonic project on the Solana blockchain. I hope you found this video useful. I'm going to be reaching out to as many projects as I can to see if I can get whitelists for my viewers to benefit you as much as possible. Appreciate you watching and supporting me. I'll be having a lot more DPIN and node projects coming out in the next little bit. So subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.